Yo. What's up, everybody? My name is Bapu Juu.
Mith MLB.
Welcome to another episode of The Dealer's Hand. And this podcast is all about two people playing BlackJack, having a genuine conversation, and enjoying life, because too many people are dying nowadays. So,
Facts.
that's really what we have to do. We have to enjoy life now.
RP Key.
Oh yeah, RP Low Key, man. We was just jamming his music too, which is crazy. But let's get it started, man. I mean, I ain't really trying to have no crazy intro or nothing like that. So, let's pay up and then we'll start playing. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Sounds good? All right. So let's do it. So I'm going to buy in for $50 today.
Yeah, y'all take Cash App, right? Cash App, y'all.
All right. So Locksmith, he going to cash out the dealer.
How much?
So everybody, we going to get our chips situated. He cash apping $20. All right, he going to cash out $20 to the dealer. Yeah. We going to get our chips situated, and then and then we going to start, man. So how does that sound? Perfect. All right. Hello everybody and welcome to
Locksmith, the wordsmith, I feel like the greatest. I'm here for to get down, yeah, I'm so elated. Can't wait to spit balls by how I done.
Alright, so we got our chips just for the viewers out there. Greens are 1, blues are 5, reds are 10, blacks are 20. Okay, so just so that you know, we're gonna have counters up on each side, so I think you're gonna see them here somewhere. We're gonna figure that out. But Locksmith, man,
what's up, man?
How you been, my guy? Like
chilling, bro. I've been in my fucking cave. Just making up master plans, bro.
Master plan? I feel you on that, man. I mean, what you been up to though?
Been paying, making music. Shit, making clothes, whatever. Then I coming up with the plans to execute that, so I can get somewhere productive.
I feel you. I mean, well, what's your plan for the summer like?
Summer, I'm just trying to be outside. People gotta see me now.
They gotta see you now.
Most of the time, I be in the crib, homebody, big homebody. But now people gotta see me. Cause now I can't get famous. They don't see me.
What you mean they gotta see you though?
They gotta see me when I pull up. They go, yo, that's Locksmith. What you mean? They gotta see me.
Are you hopping out the whip on them? Like that's your vibe?
Yeah, they gotta see me. They gotta see me. They gotta see the fits. They gotta see what's going on.
They gotta see what's going on. Now I've been seeing, man. If y'all don't know, Locksmith, he's a member of Major League Blessings, and he paints, he raps, does customs. Back in college, I actually went to college with him, and he did a lot of custom work, right? Like I remember one time you made the sneakers. Well, you made a mask out of sneakers.
Yeah,
that was dead fire. I won't lie, that was dead fire. The mask out of sneakers was like, yo, he's tough for that. Feel me? But we got our first draw. Let's see. So Dilla has 6. They got a hit. Let's see. What you got? Come on. You got a hit. Okay, they got 10. Let's see. 12. 20. Some nonsense, bro. Man, I ain't gonna like today. I already know. But besides that, I mean, I've really seen this man Locksmith do a lot. And I'm not just saying that to say that, right? I'm saying that because...
Nah, it's crazy you brought up the sneaker mask, though. I ain't gonna hold you, because I've been wanting to make another one.
But you know how I remembered it? I remembered it because Tanaya, she actually posted it.
Yeah, I ain't go. Nah. It was so funny. I had like a good 3 people use the same mask. Like they was using that shit for their classwork.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, that's fire.
I think
it's like you was out here having them cheat. Like,
yeah,
so like if they had like an art class, they was using the mask.
They had to make a mask, so
they had to make a mask, but you made the mask.
Yeah.
So like they just use your creation.
Right.
That's tough.
Right.
I won't lie, that's tough.
Like I like this story because it shows that I show in my artwork. So one of the person got an A. One of the people got an A.
Mm-hmm.
The next person got a B, and the third person they got an A too. But that was because I made that one from scratch. But the teacher was called on. He was like, "Nah, these shits look familiar."
So he knew already.
Yeah. So he put second grade there.
Nah, that's what's up. Nah, it's funny. Now we have mad funny stories from college though. Like for real, mad funny stories. I think the funniest time we had in school was, I think you know. I don't know if we.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It was a lot of funny times in school, yo, bro. Nah, school was crazy. I had to get up out of there, bro.
Nah, I don't know if we can disclose that though. You think we can disclose that?
I ain't gonna hold you. We don't go there no more. Like we could disclose.
Nah, you right.
We could disclose that. Just don't shout out the name. They gotta Google it. They gotta Google it.
We was menaces up at school, man.
I don't want to say menace, cause it was people that doing worse. We was just chilling. We was in our own shit.
We was menaces up at school. Like, yo, when
they
don't know about like that time. Nah, no lotto. That time we had the Yakets. Yeah, I'm good. That time we had the Yakets, bro. That was different, son.
Nah, bro.
Nah, hit. Let's see. The Yakets was tough, bro.
That tough.
The Yakets was tough though. So if you don't know the Yakets, we had made like yellow, was it raincoats, right?
Yeah.
So we had peeped some yellow raincoats in Walmart.
Word.
And
mind you,
ended up.
We couldn't go nowhere else, and you ain't had no whip. You ain't going nowhere else.
What you mean?
I'm saying if you ain't got no whip, you can't go nowhere else.
Oh yeah, like basically, you couldn't go nowhere if you didn't have a car, cause like
everything was dumb for
Walmart was word. We really was in the boonies.
Word.
But nah, so the Yakets, it was like, yo, if you had a Yaket, first of all, we was walking around the school with those, like, people would really notice, like the girls would be like, nah, what? Then the dudes would be like, yo, that's crazy. So we dead was valid with those. Like yeah, I can't disclose that, but I remember it was one time it was Solo, Chris Wade, and me, and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we walked into a party with the Yakets on, and we was good, and we saw some things up in that party, bro.
Nah, that's facts.
When I tell you these white boys, they get active, bro. I mean, like, so for example, right, here in the city, right, people do drugs, right? I probably done seen more drugs in the city. Actually, I'm lying. I probably seen more drugs in school than I seen in the city.
Nah, that's facts.
Keeping it a buck, like, and not even from the black people. Like the black people, they do what they do, right? They'll drink, they'll smoke they dope. I mean, like, they'll do the regular.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start hanging out with those white crowds, bro, like, they start, like, yo, after class, yo, I remember I was coming from class one time. We had a group project. And we coming from class, and the dudes in my group were like, yo, Miles, what you doing after class? I was like, I don't know, probably go back to the dorm, kick it in the dorm. Feel me? Like, I ain't really on no type of crazy timing. I'm good. I ain't really on no type of crazy timing, so I was trying to chill. This is my senior year. I'm trying to chill, right? It was like, nah, we about to go up to heaven, and I mean, now if y'all don't know the school, but heaven is like the top. So our school was in the mountains, and on the top of the mountains they had
Like a
parking lot. Yeah. So they called that heaven, right? Everybody knew it as heaven. It was like, nah, we about to go to heaven.
It's crazy because I just seen like the post they was talking about. They set
chill. We can't say that because then they probably gonna know. But they was like, nah, we about to go up to heaven. You feel me? Have fun. So I was like, all right. Well, like, what y'all gonna do? Like, he was like, nah, probably smoke. Now, keep in mind, can I say? I don't know if I can say the major. Alright, I'm an engineer, right? So everybody in my classes are like quote unquote smart, right? So I'm in like the smart classes. Now my group consisted of the smartest dudes in my major. You feel me? So it was like I ain't thinking they about to be doing nothing crazy. Like I'm thinking they sherm, right? Like they gonna go to heaven and they just gonna be chilling. You feel me? So it was like they was like, yo, we about to go smoke. I'm like, nah, I'm thinking they smoking cigarettes. So nah, we about to go smoke some weed. I'm like, what? y'all sherm. Like, what you mean you about to? It was like, nah, bro. Like, I have a blunt a day. Like,
nah,
yo, it's like, someone's like, yo, I kid you not. Someone's like, yo, I smoke every day. I'm like, what? So I'm like, nah, that's crazy because everybody else surrounded by smoke except me. So I'm like, yo, how is this possible? Like, I'm one of the only black kids in that major, bro. You would think all the colored people was doing drugs. But all the colored people, dad wasn't doing drugs. All the whites was doing drugs. I mean, my first time seeing crack was up at school, bro. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm lying. It was coke. It wasn't crack. First time seeing crack was in Harlem.
Either one is crazy.
Nah, it's a fact. Let me get one. Nah, it's a fact. But it was my first time seeing coke. And, like, they had it liberally, bro. Like, I'm talking, he was like, yo, I got 40 a bump. Like, what you trying to do? I'm looking like, what you mean what I'm trying to do? Like, what you mean what I'm trying? I'm not buying no coke from you, bro. Like, whole time I walked in the spot. There's a shorty passed out on the air mattress. There's a shorty sitting on some lap. It was just mad much going on, feel me? So I'm like, nah, there's no way these dudes is really out here doing hard drugs. Like, you gotta remember, we come from Harlem, bro. We see that. For me, I see people off everything. I done seen a PCP body. I done seen a crack body. I done seen, yeah. I done seen every single body. Know what I mean? Like LSD, PCP. I done seen K2.
Mm-hmm.
My first time seeing coke was upstate, and they was liberal with it. Like yo, you want some? Like, no, I don't want that. Like, you tripping. Like, you gonna ask me if I want coke. You crazy? Crazy. Get one. Let me get one. Yeah. But what you trying to do, like, for the summer or something? You know, what you trying to do this summer? What you trying to accomplish? Know what I mean?
Nah, this summer I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to get like real recognition for my art. I ain't gonna hold you, as well as my music. But that's always the goal. But my art, I ain't never been this passionate about doing that, like art wise, until like recently. I just been in, like I said, been in my cave. Feel like I've been hibernating. Now it's time to wake up.
I feel that. So basically, you just trying to get yourself out there now.
Word.
I mean, I could see that, right? I could really see your art going places, right? Because like I was telling you a couple days ago, was it yesterday? I don't really remember. But we are surrounded by people that literally do what we could be doing. But we, not to say we don't have that motivation, because obviously we have the motivation. It's just that we don't really, not to say don't take ourselves too seriously. It's like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's weird because it's like, yo, the people that started after us, the people that started doing what we're doing or trying to do after us, have more recognition than us. But the only reason I feel that way is honestly because I think they've taken it to a point where they know they could go places. Like, for example, we're doing a lot, right?
Right.
It's not like we're just doing one thing. Like, we have clothing. We have music, right? We have a whole water business. Shout out Health Water,
Wow.
right? We have now a podcast. We have an entertainment side, right? With photography, videography, right? Different things. So it's not like we can't get big. It's just that I feel like we have a lot on our plate to the point where getting big in everything may not work. So I think it's more so focus, right? I think we more so have to focus. And with that focus, we can ultimately get to where we want to go, right? But all it takes is that persistence, right? You can do anything, but you need that persistence. And I would love to start now with the persistence.
Right.
For example, we have Clarify. Shout out our cameraman, who is also our dealer, right? He does a lot. He does music. He's a boxer. He's now trying to get into different sports, right? So we were at the golf driving range yesterday. You feel me? So we're doing a lot. It's the productivity. Shout out High Flyers, right? He's our photographer. He was actually in a, what is it, Megan Thee Stallion, right? I believe it was a Megan Thee Stallion night party, right? Club, night party. So it's like we're doing things, but we're not promoting ourselves.
Right.
So how do you feel like we could promote ourselves better?
Well, I feel like now it's underrated, but we always talk about it, but we gotta go outside and meet people now. Like, yeah, you could get big off of social media, but I feel like the way you get big off of social media is not us. Like, nowadays, people are getting big off of social media through doing outlandish acts, you know, all the yelling and all the rah-rah and all the shooting and game. Like, that's not who we trying to represent ourselves as, you know, as far as, you know, getting big. That's not who we want to be.
Right.
So I feel like going out, meeting people and spreading our name manually, I feel like that's more of the route we would have to take.
So more so like a word of mouth.
Right.
Like go out in the streets, not on social media with it.
Well, when I say, like, all right, so we would have to go out in the streets and share our social media or just, you know, let people know what we doing. Because there are people that if we tell them word of mouth, like, yo, this is what we doing, this is how we get into it, people gonna respect it. Because what we doing isn't something that's not respectable, it's respectable. Like, they see we trying to make it out the hood, and we not taking it to a place where us trying to make it out the hood is going to be seen as hindering other people. You know, when it comes to gangs and all of that and drug money, yeah, for you is nice, but them other people that you shitting on, like somebody coming in your territory or something, you got to handle that. Now, as somebody from the hood, I could always understand that because I'm from the hood, so I know I get that mentality sometimes, but that's not me. Like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
So to each their own, and I understand. That's all I be telling people. Like, nah, I understand, but that ain't the way for me. That might be the way for you, but that ain't the way for me.
I can feel you on that. You know. That not, and the big thing is ownership, right?
Right.
Like you said, like if somebody's doing something, but then they come to your hood with it, you trying to shut it down. More so, you should try to embrace it, no?
Right.
Because if you embrace it, it may become bigger. See, that's really the problem with New York City, right? We've been talking about this for years, but now we have a platform to where we can actually convey our opinion, right? So, New York City rap is fire, hands down. Anything that comes out of New York City is gonna be good. That's just a fact of the matter, right? Hip hop was born here, bro, right in the Bronx. So like anything that comes out of here is gonna be heat.
Nah, facts.
We will be played nationwide, regardless. Like I have people in Cali that be like, nah, Chef G nice. Like what you know about Chef G, bro, in Cali, like. So it's crazy. It's like, yo, we need to support each other, bro.
Nah, it's facts.
We need to support each other. 21, baby. But if we not supporting each other, how can we really make this bigger than what it is? Okay, hit again. You understand? Give me that, baby. Give me that. Yes, sir. But aside from the BlackJack, right? It's like, yo, these dudes out of ATL really like blow up like that. And I think it's because the support is there.
Right. It's the way the community work.
Right? We got, I mean, I never been to ATL, right? But from what I understand, you got like Zone 6, right?
Yeah.
Now, is there any other zone? Probably, right? Because it's probably like it's probably more zones, but the thing is, there's multiple gangs in ATL for a fact. Okay, bet. There's multiple gangs. But it's like, yo, if you in that gang, we clicked up with each other. You feel me? Thug, was it Thug? Who brought out Lil Baby? It was Thug, right? So it was like, yo, Thug was doing his thing. He was popping. Just had Lil Baby and his entourage though, like, yo, wait your turn, wait your time. We gonna work. Know what I mean? Took him, from what I'm understanding, 8 years. Right? Something like that. Or like, but 3 years, something like that. But it was a crazy amount of time for Baby to blow up. And he was rapping before that. But Thug was like, nah, wait your time, wait your time. Now when he gave him that green light, it was over with. Like, he started bugging. He dropped that, what was that song? Freestyle, right? Millions of views, bro.
See, in New York though, you gotta already have a clout. Like, you gotta get your own clout first before you could. Ain't nobody gonna jack that. You don't be like, nah.
I mean, maybe your hood, right? But your hood gotta be making noise for you to like get on Hot 97, like. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get on Hot 97 if you ain't making noise, bro. It's slow for that. And that's political too. New York is full of a lot of things. But what really separates everybody is we're an overpopulated city. ATL is a city, yes. But their population can't be as much as our population, right? Like, we have 8 million people just in New York City, bro. We're overcrowded, bro. Like, just keep it a stack. Like, we're overcrowded, bro. And then on top of that, we still have 5 boroughs with it. So it's like, yo, if I'm from the Bronx, it's not like I could go to Queens and collab with somebody from Queens. They're not having that. Ultimately, right? Ultimately, they not having that. They're gonna be like, yo, bro, you from the Bronx, like. Or like dudes from the Bronx be like, yo, bro, why are you in Queens?
Nah, it's facts.
Right? They'd be like, yo, bro, why are you in Queens trying to rap with Queens dudes? Like, rap with Bronx dudes. Dudes from Harlem would be like, bro, I'm not going to Brooklyn. You stupid? Like,
wow, nah, it's too much separation in the city.
Like, that's dead. Like, I'm not going to Brooklyn, bro. Yo, kid you not. Yo, I won't even front.
Nah.
My first time in Brooklyn by myself was going to Create Crib, bro.
Nah, that's facts. Nah, that's dead facts. Go to Create Crib.
Now, we was
time.
what? 20 years old.
Yeah, shit.
Think about that. It took me 19 or 20 years to go to Brooklyn by myself, bro. So now imagine musically, right? The people that literally have never been to Brooklyn. Like, my grandmother has never been to Brooklyn, bro. Or she has, but, like, till this day, she'll be like, nah, I don't like Brooklyn. You haven't even been there to be like, you don't like Brooklyn. Like, she'll be like, nah, I don't like Brooklyn. Never really been there, though.
That shit run deep.
Run deep, bro. So I can see the hatred within the inner city. But if we could somehow, like, change the mindset to where everybody gets along. Like, let's think about currently. We got Bronx drill. Like, that's really a thing now, bro.
Nah, facts.
But
they only made Bronx drill because niggas got Brooklyn drill.
yeah,
But before it was Brooklyn drill, it was just New York drill.
I feel you.
Now that you got more people from New York making it, now they got separated.
But now let's think. The people that are beefing within the Bronx drill scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are from the Bronx.
Exactly, and that's what I was gonna say. Like, we don't even have connectivity, like, borough wise. So it's like,
Now let's just say if we flip the script, and all of the Bronx drill rappers linked up,
right?
but now we start beefing with, or they start beefing with
the Brooklyn drill
with
rappers.
the Brooklyn drill rappers. Now that would be like more exciting, right?
Right.
Because in the 90s you had Queens, right, which was what, Mobb Deep, right?
Yeah.
Jay-Z. No, he's Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Who's the other cat from Queens?
Wait, I think it might be.
Not Wu-Tang, right?
Not Jada. Am I bugging?
Jadakiss?
Nah, he from Yonkers or something like that, right?
I don't know, bro. But it was like, it went by that city, by that town. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, nah, I'm from Yonkers. I'm Rough Riders. I'm from Yonkers. Like, not saying we gonna beef with anybody, but this is the hood.
Right.
Now I'm from the Bronx, but I claim Southside or RPT or whatever else. They got the joint.
Now we got subsex
now.
on subsex.
What's the joint near Yankee Stadium, bro? I'm forgetting. But they got that now. Son, Yush Jesus from there. He from right there by Yankee Stadium, bro. Forgetting what it's called. I ain't from the Bronx, but if we can have that, like you said, that connectivity now within a borough, and then you just beef with other boroughs, it's like, alright, cool. Because half of the time, they ain't really going to kill each other. Like, who's really traveling all the way to Queens to shoot something up?
Like, for real.
Like, who's really doing that? Nobody. I know I'm not. I'm barely going to another borough in itself. Like, the only boroughs I'm going to is the ones that connect, which is Manhattan and the Bronx, bro.
That's a fact. Nah, that's a fact.
Like, come on, son. Like, give me one. Give me one.
Shit.
My bad. Some nonsense right here.
They gonna give me that? They gonna give me that. Yeah, they gonna give me that.
But I lost. Should have stayed. But it's like, yo, I'm not traveling to no other borough. So if we take that, right, let's stay on topic. If we take that, if we take all Bronx drill rappers, loop them in together, they end up beefing with Brooklyn drill rappers. Cool. Not saying it's cool, but know what I mean? Because then the next step after that would be to unite all New York rappers. Now New York rappers beefing with ATL rappers. New York rappers beefing with Chicago rappers. Now it turns into a state thing. Like in the 90s, how it was an East versus West thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, y'all was beefing amongst each other, of course. But at the end of the day, if somebody said, nah, West Coast is trash, y'all was all like, nah, y'all bugging, right? East Coast, they was beefing amongst each other. Know what I mean? Like, you had Biggie, Mobb Deep, all of them beefing. But at the end of the day, if somebody was to say, nah,
like
East Coast is dead trash, like, they'd be like, nah, y'all wildin', like, what's up? So, I feel like we could get back to that point. Actually, nah, we probably so far deep now.
Yo, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got, like I said, I understand hood politics because I'm from the hood. Mm-hmm. So I know how people think, how people think. Like, somebody done killed your mans or, like, your brother or something. So I know it's like, how could I forgive him? Mm-hmm. But in order to get back to that point, it would be a lot of forgiveness that would have to go around that might not even be justified or warranted. But in order to get to that point, people would have to say, yeah, we could squash the beef. But ain't a lot of people finna be like, nah, yeah, you killed my mans, but I'm gonna just look over that. So that's why I feel like, yeah, we a little bit too deep in it.
Yeah, probably a little too deep. But it's cool. But see, it's like, now I gotta watch out for myself. Because we really in that age range now. Where it's like, yo, dudes that's getting shot, yeah, they may be 16, 17, but at the end of the day, I can't walk around my own hood without somebody probably being like, nah, what you jacking? Like, it's like, yo, bro, I ain't even on that type of time right now, bro. Like, get out of my face. But it could really go down like that.
Right.
It could go down like that, like, to the point where it's like, yo, people are saying, oh, you got twists in your head, so you're blood. That's a real thing, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yo, that's a real thing, bro. Like, I heard that.
Twist me, you were blood?
Yeah, bro. So now they got it to where it's like they gangbanging through hairstyles, bro. Like, have you ever seen that? Like, in the 80s, 90s, it was gangbanging through, 80s was gangbanging through colors. Wow. 90s was gangbanging through your set, right? So you'll throw it up, right? Obviously, right? Still was dancing, still had colors a little bit. 2000s, we kind of got rid of color banging, right? So nobody really color banged anymore after that. Yeah, I'm a split, right? So I'm gonna do 2 bets. Let's see. So I'm gonna hit on this one. I'm gonna hit again on this one. It's 20. I'm gonna stay. Let me hit on this one. Hit on this one. Give me an 8. Give me an 8. Give me an 8. 15. Hit. Damn. 17. Alright, so I'm 1-1. Trying to get a nice little throw real quick. But yeah, so in the 80s they color bang, 90s they was flagging. Now I mean they color bang too. 2000 we kind of got rid of that. Now I mean, like Lil Wayne, we was growing up on Lil Wayne. He kind of was back with the color banging. You know,
not growing up, son.
It's like now nobody.
I keep saying it, but every time I realize it, like how true it is, it's just bro, they was hit or miss on the senses.
I won one hand.
They was really hit or miss on the senses. A lot of things that we was watching before would not be PG-13 now.
What you mean? Oh, like Rocky videos and all that?
Anything we was watching, like when we was young, bro. Nowadays, bro, they would not be PG-13. I don't feel like they passed the censor.
Well, the world is more sensitive now.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of a lot, like we damn made a word for people that overly care about the rules, which are like Karens, right? So it's like, yo, we really made a word for that. Like, nah, you care about the rules too much. You a Karen, like.
And it's socially acceptable. Like, hey, people really, yeah, that's a Karen.
That's tough.
Word.
Honestly, that's really tough though. But as far as stuff being socially accepted now, I don't know, bro. Like, let's stay. I don't know, bro, because in the end, right? The world is more sensitive, but we can say that's for a reason. You feel me? We could say because the world is more sensitive, our kids will now grow up in a quote-unquote better world. But I don't believe that, because I honestly, truthfully believe that, like, yo, by us not having by us having a filter, that damages society.
Facts.
I believe by us having a filter, that damages society. Now let me explain, right? Because I believe we grew up in a world where there was no filter. Now, we didn't grow up in the 90s, right? Or the 80s, to the point where it's like, how could you say that? How could you do that? We didn't grow up in an era like that. But we did grow up in an era where it was like, yo, I'm going to call you gay, and that's that.
Nah,
Gangster,
and
right?
that's how it was.
Or your dad, like, say expletives, you know, about certain things. So I feel like growing up in a world with filters, that makes it to where now people have to actually say things differently. Okay, I'm probably conveying a different message, right? But what I mean by that is, you can't say the word fat without somebody getting offended.
I ain't gonna hold you, and I'm like, where was that at when I was little? Because I was fat, and they was calling me fat, and they did not care. So I'm kind of now I'm in my mindset like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. You complain about being fat, you just gotta lose weight, because that's how they was with me. Shoot, they
not
still
even
are like that.
But bro, it's not even that, bro. I feel you though, but I feel like we shouldn't censor words that are true.
Word.
Like, we care more about feelings than facts. And it's like, alright, I respect it to a certain degree. But if I'm telling you something that's true and you start crying, that's not my problem. I'm telling you like it is. Everybody know I'm a little blunt with it. You feel me? Like, I be saying blunt things. But I say things that are true, bro. You feel me? I say things to the point where it's like, alright.
I feel like most logical people get to that are at that point where they're saying things that are true, but they're not worrying about the presentation. Which we shouldn't have to worry about the presentation all the time.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to sugarcoat anything. Why am I sugarcoating something that's true, bro? Why can't say you stink and then keep it pushing? Why can't say
you stink is crazy though.
But gangster, like, why I can't say you fat and keep it pushing? Why I can't say, like, the whole, I'm big bone. Like, stop it. Let's be 100. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels too. Forgot about him. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, man. He was a real one, for real. He kept it 100. And I feel like we need more people like that to keep it 100.
Nah, yeah, we do need people to keep it 100.
I feel like I come from a blunt family to the point where it's like, they gonna say what they gotta say. And that's that. Whether you like it or you don't, that has nothing to do with me.
I just feel like people don't understand, like, certain things don't need to have so much emotion into it. Because of the more emotion you put into it, the harder it is to make a decision. So it's sometimes, like, most things you gotta look at just the facts, not the emotion behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the worst villain could be a hero to somebody. It all depends on your perspective. Right. So it's more of a, just how you trying to figure it out right now. But people be putting in so much emotion that they don't get that sense.
Don't get a sense of what?
They don't get a sense of really like, what's the best outcome right now? What can I go through? Like, you can always go through something that's worse than what you're going through. But I don't want to say that, oh, just because you do this, you gonna get karma. Nah, that's not what always happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could be the worst motherfucker right now, and later on you could be rich because people support who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody is not supported, no matter what action you take. But that's because of the way they view things. Like, some people can appeal to people's feelings, which makes it easier for people to accept them, even though they've done stupid shit in the past.
Right.
So it's like everything don't need emotions. So it's like, all right, R. Kelly come out of jail. Everybody felt bad about. Everybody was like, nah. When they first started with this, then nobody felt like he was guilty. They was like, nah, I don't care. I need that R. Kelly. Now, cause R. Kelly done died down, it's like, alright, nah, he can't keep doing this. He not famous no more. We don't like him no more. It's all the feelings in it.
I see what you're saying. Like the feelings come in before the facts.
Right.
But see, that's also our society as well, right? Our society promotes facts over feelings. Nah, don't. If you listening, don't. Oh, he's a conservative, a Republican, whatever. Like, that don't matter, bro. We do actually live in a society where now people do care more about your feelings. Like, a girl could, like, let's think about it. In 2020 alone, or was it 2019? One of those years. But the amount of women that convicted, or let me not say convicted, the amount of women that accused college men of rape, and then it was later thrown out in court or proved, they were proven not guilty in court, is crazy. Like that one with the white girl and the black football player in college. She accused him of rape just because, like, he wasn't trying to get with her, wasn't trying to mess with her or something like that. He basically, he essentially lost his life. He got bashed on social media, blackballed on the internet, lost his scholarship, couldn't play football no more. Think about that.
And the sad part is that happens a lot. Like, and before it was like things like that would happen rarely, but now it's happening like periodically. Like, we'll go through stretches of months where it'll skyrocket, then go back down, then it'll skyrocket and go back down, and that's crazy.
That's really crazy. The feelings could really.
And then, like, it's like, all right, so y'all had me feeling bad for this one person that was lying, but y'all not gonna go back and feel bad for the person that got lied on. Like,
Yup.
oh, now it's it's over. You know, he was innocent. That's his pat on the back. He innocent. But what about the consequences and the repercussions of her actions or whoever's actions?
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about women that do accuse men of rape or sexual assault, and it comes out to be not true? What do you feel should happen at that point? What do you feel the court should do?
I feel like they should go to jail or at least face the same scrutiny that the person who they accused was facing. I mean, if we want to talk about justice and fairness and all of that, I'm the type of person, like, I want everything to go both ways. Like, if you getting this, I'm getting this. Like, if I do something to you, you could do that to me. Like, Hammurabi Code, like, eye for an eye. Because a lot of anger and aggression be pent up because people don't never feel like they got the right justice. So, I mean, there's always room for forgiveness, but at a certain point, you can't forgive everybody. Everything not worth forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, as a person, when you're able to pick and choose what you can forgive and what you can't forgive, and people still try to take those things and tarnish them, it's like, all right, now you doing too much. Because I don't know about you, but I feel like most people look at rape as like an unforgivable act.
Of course.
So when somebody is accused of rape, it's like nah, I can't rock with you on that. Like even if it's your mans or something like a real rape allegation, it's like nah, bro, what?
Nah, for a fact.
Like you gotta look at somebody sideways. You hear something about that, so it's like I don't know. Yeah, I can't justify you doing that just to talk about some. Nah, I was playing or just to get back. I just did it just to get back at him. Like that don't make no sense.
Like the amount of repercussions that come with that is actually pretty crazy. Like this, yeah, it's so much stuff with a rape allegation. Like you getting put on a list, you getting put on watch, you on notice. Like you got a criminal record, you going to jail. Like, so it gets to a point where it's like, all right, you see all of this stuff I had to go through. Like you said, the football player, he lost his education, his future career, scholarships,
all in one go. So it's like
he probably lost respect from mad people too.
Word, and it's like
close friends, like they probably did him dirt.
And you see, I just like because a lot of people don't even wait for the facts when like certain things like that happen. So once people hear the word rape, it's like,
but see, I can't really fault them on that because honestly, I probably wouldn't wait either. I wouldn't accuse you blindly of rape. But let's say you're my mans and you have been accused of rape. I feel like I'm an honest person. And what I would do is first I would ask you. Now I would say, did you do it? Now if you choose to lie to me and I found out that you lied to me, that's it for our relationship, our friendship, that's it. Now if you say, no, I didn't do it, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to believe you, right? Because I'm coming to you as a man with it. Like, yo, did you do this? So, if they say, no, I didn't do it, I might keep my distance until that verdict, comes out, right? If you're convicted guilty or not guilty.
Right.
I may not converse with you for a minute, but you should understand at that point in time why I did that. Right, I'm not gonna be associated with the rapist. I don't even play like that. Right, even if you make a joke like that, like that's crazy to me. You feel me? So, as far as repercussions go, as to the woman, if she does lie about it, I do feel like she should face the same penalty that man was facing in the courtroom. If there was no penalty given yet, right, before the verdict, I do feel like they should face a minimum of 6 months in prison. Right? Now, the reason I do feel like that is because you're destroying a life with an accusation. And a lot of the times, accusations are for life, right? A lot of the times, no matter what that verdict is, you can say it could be not guilty. Let's think, for example, really off a tangent really quick. When XXXTentacion died, right? They said Soulja Kid did it. That day, they was like, nah, Soulja Kid did it. Soulja Kid was like, yo, bro, I don't even know dude, so why would I kill him? Like, that don't even make sense. It was like, nah, he did it. I kid you not, till this day, if we put up a Soulja Kid video, somebody in the comments is gonna say, nah, Soulja Kid, why you kill XXXTentacion? Like, oh, you murdered X, you did this to X. Whole time the cops got the dudes that killed X. But till this day, they'll be like, nah, he killed him. So no matter what that verdict is, a lot of times that accusation is for life.
Facts.
And I don't agree that it should be that way. But some things you have to keep that way. Like, for example, if you did touch a woman in a non-consensual way, I do feel like that should stay on your social record, right? Because I now don't want you around my female cousins. I don't want you around my sister. I don't want you around any female friend of mine, right? Mm-hmm. Now, sexual assault a lot of the times is not, it doesn't go as far as the courthouse. It just stays on the street level, right? Like, oh, he touched me, or he tried to rape me, or whatever, right? It stays on the street level. It never really escalates to that point of going to the courtroom. But things like that, I do feel like should stay on your social record, bro. I feel like things like that cannot be forgiven, honestly. And like I said, the reason for that is I don't want you around people that I care for, because now I gotta break you up. You feel me? Because you did something that you wasn't supposed to do. I mean, it's crazy out here, man. You know, I actually had a friend in college that, you know, a girl actually accused him of sexual assault. And the whole time, she was lying. And it wasn't the fact that he was lying that really messed me up. It was the fact that I saw what it did to him. Like, he had to be in the hospital for, I think, 3 days, 4 days. You're like, yo, where he at? Where he at? You know, I won't say his name, obviously, but everybody's like, yo, where he at? Where he at? Where he at? And he just comes back, hospital gear. Right? Comes back, hospital gear. You know, the little wristband. It's like, yeah, man, like, she's driving me crazy. Now I saw what this girl was doing. Yo, you wanna know what's so crazy? Yo, this girl, gangster, she would, yo. If you know, you know. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. If you was there at the college, what is this, 2017, you know that there was this one girl, they used to sleep outside her son's dorm and wait for him to get back because she liked him that much. Yo, I'm talking, I come out the room 11 at night, like, she's on the floor in the hallway, like, wait for him to get back to the room. One day he was in the room, just didn't let her in, so she slept outside on the floor, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
Then accused him of SA. All because she wanted him for herself, but he wanted no parts of her. So I seen crazy women, dealt with crazy women, but at the end,
have you on the dealt with crazy women?
But at the end, we can't believe all women. I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. Right? I don't even believe in that terminology. When they say, oh, believe all women, you know, when the whole Me Too movement was coming around and all that, it was like, oh, believe all women. I don't think I could do that.
I can't just blindly believe nobody. I ain't gonna hold you. Nah, I can't do that.
I probably didn't talk to a lot of people, cause you know me, bro. I really converse.
Right.
Like, if I ain't feeling your energy, you ain't getting a word out of me, bro. And some people say that just to say that. It'd be like, oh, I didn't feel the energy in the room. Like, nah, it's not like that. It's like, yo, I speak up one time. You don't speak up after that, it's clipped. Like, you done seen it happen.
Facts.
When we was in college, bro. Like, if you're not on the same type of time and I'm on, I want nothing to do with you. Now, some people call me disrespectful for that. Do you think I'm disrespectful for that?
Nah, I don't think you're disrespectful for that. I ain't gonna hold you.
I
Bro,
like,
you know, I was the same way, son. I don't want to let nobody in my room. So before Korea was my roommate, I wasn't letting nobody in my room, bro. Cause wow, I don't need to talk to y'all. Y'all not helping me with my homework. Y'all ain't finna take none of these exams. Y'all ain't finna help me study or nothing. Bro, what you in my room for, bro? For what? You look at the shit in my room?
right.
I know I got nice shit. I didn't invite you over though. If I ain't invite you in my space, that mean I don't need you in my space. And like sometimes like a lot of people gotta realize that like you don't need everybody in your space.
Yeah, you can't have everybody in your space. I started to learn that this year. Now, you know, again, you know that I don't really vibe with a lot of people. But I started to learn that everybody can't know your business.
Most definitely.
Now, that seemed like something that's like, oh, that's common. Everybody know that, right? But if I'm going to keep it a stack, you really don't know who know your business, bro. You feel me? You really don't know who's paying attention. Like, I learned at an early age that people are always watching. So I get that. People are always watching. That's just a fact. But I had to learn, right, that you can't spread your business to everybody. You can't tell your whereabouts to everybody. And now the reason for that is people will do you grimy. It's not even a point of if, right? It's people will. It's a point of when. When will you do me grimy? Right? Let me exchange this 10 for a 5 and 5 ones. But it's when will you do me grimy? Again, it's a if you know situation. But I had a homeboy. It wasn't even really my homeboy, but you know, I had to learn that whatever you post on social media, it be the people that you think aren't paying attention that are paying attention. All right, as you can see, it cut out a little early. We ain't tripping, no. But that just means that we ran out of time. Our conversation was going so good that we might have to have a part 2. How that sound?
Nah, that sound lit.
Part 2?
Right.
I'm going to try and get it more concise, right? Like, I didn't want this to be an interview. Right? I wanted this to be genuine conversations.
Which it was. But it actually turned out to be, you know, a little bit more than that. But yeah. Well,
yeah, but that's the whole point, right?
Right.
The whole point is to go off on tangents and just start talking about random things and stuff like that.
Facts.
So, I mean, we lit on that part, right? I don't want this to be an interview type of vibe. Because if I wanted this to be an interview, I'd have had questions. I'd have did research. I'd have had interview questions, right? So, I appreciate it.
Nah, likewise.
It looks like I didn't really take a lot of your money.
Nah,
what's your stack right now? It looks like
my stack.
1, 2, 3.
Y'all took like $10.
Yeah, that's a 5, right?
Yeah.
So you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11. I have a cool.
About the same.
6. What is that? 11.
30.
21.
Yeah.
So you took a couple of my dollars today.
You got black is 20.
Yeah.
Oh, black is 20.
Yeah.
So 20, was this 5, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30,
Yeah.
31.
Yeah, that was
So I got
like-
$31.
Right, yeah,
So I
30,
lost.
was right. Yeah,
I lost
that's
like
I'm
what,
talking about.
$19? $19.
I'll take that money. Thank you.
Dealer out here taking our money, man. But
He was cheating.
I mean, let's wrap this up. Nah, that's a fact.
He ain't
That's a
shuffle
fact.
that shit right. I saw him. He ain't
Word,
shuffle
right?
that
How
shit
you get
right.
that 21 like
Yo,
that?
bro,
like,
first off, yo, we had the same hand a couple of times. We had the same hand. I got a king in the 8. He got a king in the 8. Nigga.
heavy on that. But let's wrap this up, man. My name is Bapu Juu. I'm sitting here with your boy
Locksmith MLB.
Locksmith MLB, and this was the Dealer's Hand. I know that this was a nice short episode. It may be long, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This was a nice, genuine conversation between two people that are up and coming right now. We fresh out of Harlem. We're currently
shout
shooting
out
in the
Harlem,
Bronx. So, I mean, if you would like to tune in to more things on the Dealer's Hand, we're at the Dealer's Hand Podcast on Instagram. I'll be making a Twitter and other socials. Also, Truth Social, too. That's Donald Trump joint. I'm trying to be on every social media, bro. I'm with everything. But, yeah, this your boy Bapu Juu, and I'm out.
Ooh, Sam killed it.
Yeah. Olateo, everything is fuego. Take your bitch to turn Keiko, she do what I say so, bruv. And I won't do love, cause I don't do trust. Cause when I love hard, I don't do lust. Say I sound smooth, but don't make me blush. I don't wanna be rude, but your time here is done. Every girl has said to me that you might be the one. I know that, but for me, you are not that, hun. That's the culture.